This is a lesson that I learned from one of Alex Hormozi's podcast episodes, and I resonate deeply with it. And I want to share with you what I think from a psychological perspective. Hi everyone, my name is Kian. I run a company focusing on corporate training, business consulting, and employee engagement. We've worked with more than 10 multinational companies and more than 2,500 employees across 15 different countries, including Canada, Australia, China, Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, and so forth. And the lesson that I want to share is the idea of doing a lot, of conscientiousness, of industriousness. So in the episode, Alex Hormozi, he talked about the importance of doing a lot. He says that if you want to be good at anything and you want to be successful, you must be someone who is doing a lot rather than focusing on optimization, which he defines as trying to figure out a way to do as little work as possible and gain as much results as you can. You want to focus on maximization, which is the idea that you just want to think about the maximum amount of work that you're able to produce so that you get so good at something that nothing can stop you. He also talks about the idea of diminishing returns, that diminishing returns, although are diminishing, are still returns. He even gave the example of the difference between an Olympic gold medalist and a silver medalist. So it could be a 0.1 second of a difference, but that is the diminishing return that the gold medalist potentially has. So the idea is that if you do a lot, so much that you outwork all of your competitors, then you're kind of bound to succeed. It's almost impossible that you would fail. And when Hormozi says that, it's not just a motivational, inspirational talk that's supposed to make you feel driven. It's really a psychological phenomenon. So if you take a look at the personality trait, conscientiousness, so there's a big five personality traits: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. Conscientiousness refers to how dutiful, that is, if you're responsible in fulfilling your tasks; how orderly, that is, how neat you like things to be in your vicinity; and how industrious, which is how much you enjoy working even if there is no immediate reward, you are. So that's what conscientiousness is. Conscientious person is dutiful, they fulfill their tasks, they're industrious, they love doing work, and they're orderly. They like to keep things neat. Conscientious person is more likely to be disciplined, more likely to be responsible. And the conscientious person is also more likely to live longer. They literally have a longer life expectancy than their non-conscientious counterparts. And the interpretation could be that, or rather the interpretation is that because they are disciplined and responsible, they are going to fulfill their fitness goals, follow their workout regime and routine, and as a result, have better health. And they're also, of course, going to eat better because they're disciplined and so forth. And conscientiousness is actually the largest non-cognitive predictor of academic and financial and career success. Meaning, intelligence aside, that is, if everyone's intelligence remains the same, of course, everyone's intelligence is not the same in the world, but let's just say that everyone has the same level of intelligence, then conscientiousness would be your best bet for how good you perform in the tasks that you pursue. So, of course, we can't control our level of intelligence or the maximal level of intelligence that we're able to attain, our ceiling percentage or rating of intelligence. But what you can control is how hard you work. And I'm not saying that it's easy. It's going to be difficult. There are going to be a lot of barriers: physical, psychological, tangible, non-tangible barriers, challenges, setbacks, criticisms from others. They're going to hold you back. But if you remain conscientious, you remain extremely disciplined, then you're going to be the best that you can be. And if you remain super disciplined, that maybe at a relative level, you'll be outcompeting a lot of your competitors and therefore doing very well. And this also reminds me, because we were talking about IQ, what Dr. Rob Henderson has said, that no one is a victim of their IQ if everyone puts to use the best, or put to use what they have been given genetically to the best of their ability. So regardless of your background or circumstance, you can always make yourselves better. And of course, there are a minority of people who are struggling so badly that perhaps there isn't a lot that they could do. But if you're watching this video, the likelihood is that there are a lot of things that you could do, that there are a lot of things within your control. So whether you're starting a business, whether you're an employee, whether you're a student trying to achieve straight A's, whether you're trying to lose weight, there's always something that you could do. And that really directly relates to your level of conscientiousness. You could be a relatively unconscientious person, genetically speaking. You're naturally more lazy. You're not very motivated. You don't have big goals. But you could always improve your level of conscientiousness by having a schedule, for example, making sure that you attain the list of tasks that you have written for yourself. And I think that that would be a psychological perspective of what Alex Hormozi means when he says that you could always put in more work. And if you put in a lot of work, then the success rate of your business and your achievement or anything that you do will be much, much higher. Similar to that analogy of the gold medalists and the silver medalists. We're not all going to be Olympic medalists, but we could work extremely hard and be the best that we can be in certain pursuit that we endeavor in. And that, I think, is really important for us to understand. I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you take an interest in personality, your own personality, in fact. And I hope you liked the video. Leave a comment, share your ideas and thoughts. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you'd like to find out how I build a six-figure business at the age of 24. Please check out the video that's popping up, and I will see you in the next one.